going on, y'all? It's been a minute, but I'm back and I have been reading and I've been writing. I think I'm just start coming up here again. Like I said, this is a vlog, man, but it's a vlog where I just express what I've learned about in my readings. So lately I've been reading, and I went, like I said, when you learn the basics. So if you really want to be good at cybersecurity, and I know I keep adding on stuff, but it's just like, no, I actually don't add on things. When I start to read, it tells me certain things. It's like, okay, you're trying to learn cybersecurity. Okay, here are the 3 basic things you might want to learn. Or if you want, if you want to learn the basics, you can go to the, I think it's called the ITF Plus, right? IT Fundamentals, yeah. Information Technology Fundamentals Plus. That's one of the books that kind of gives you. I've read it already, but I'm gonna reread it. I was thinking about either reading that first or rereading that after I read and reread some of the other books, because the goal is what I'm doing right now is that I'm writing, and I'm also excuse me I'm reading and I'm writing about what I'm reading, and I'm doing like research on that as well, so I can become very competent. So today in the book, if you ever read the A Plus book, at the beginning it talks about professionalism, like safety and professionalism. Oh, before that, you can get to the introduction, start talking about computers and stuff like that. But safety and professionalism, right? And so at the beginning, I literally just started on like the first couple of pages, and I said, hold on, let me take some, uh, let me take what I've been reading and create my own content. So basically, I created some blog articles, and I'll put them in the description. You know, what is the difference between a nerd and an intellectual? What is a nerd? What is an intellectual? So what is the difference between a nerd, a nerd or a nerd, and an intellectual? Like, what is the difference? A lot of people see that nerds are like the stereotypical awkward person that walks in the room and doesn't speak to many people, reserved, restricted. Like you try to say something. Well, no, it's not try to say something to them. You say something to them or her, they speak back, but they are very articulate and or they're hesitant to speaking back, you know? So I've been doing these articles and it's just like, it's fun to me. I don't know who's into learning. To me is like, it's not just a skill, it's like a game, or it's not even a game, it's like playing a video game to me. Like I'll do this all day, every day. And that's why I wanted to make these vlogs for people who want to see a day-to-day or my life, a day-to-day person in tech, or the daily routine of a person who's in tech, learning about it, and comes up here to make content. Like I said, content development is a thing. What does content development really consist of when you're into tech, when you're into cybersecurity? Sometimes it just involves like sitting down and reading, jotting notes down, kind of organizing yourself. You know what I mean? So you can go back if you want to write something off of it, if you want to create some type of content, some blog or whatever it is. You might learn how to use CapCut. You might learn how to use InShot. You might learn how to use Canva. These are things that help you create this content. But the development process is like sitting down and like planning things out. Sitting down and getting your really planning. You're developing something. You're growing it. And, your content development. You're developing content. Content developer. You're really just sitting down, planning things, studying things, observing, and creating. I mean, that's one of the most important things to create. Content developer also has the goal or intentions of creating, but he's learning how to develop content. And while he's learning how to develop content, he's planning, he's researching, he's reading, he's watching other people that create content, and he's learning from them, or she, learning from them. We are all learning. So I make these vlogs for that reason. And a lot of the times, I really don't ask for really anything, but I do like my thing is like, anytime like somebody comes up here and creates something of value, there's always going to be some need of something. Like everybody needs something, right? Like a lot of people need this type of content, in order to keep making this type of content or make it better, there are things that are needed. You know what I mean? And I think one of the most important things that you need though is this: your health, right? Physically. I'm speaking physically. I don't know about all the other words, but you have to make sure that you are doing the right things to make sure you staying healthy. And I mean actually healthy, not based off of something somebody else says. I mean like in reality, without all these words. Like you need to make sure you're able to wake up and have a good day based off of what you put in your body. You need to be putting as much as organic things in your body as you can. I don't know everybody's situation, but yeah, you want to put like organic things in your body. You want to put things in your body that don't have these chemicals that don't make you react a certain way to be able to perform and function a certain way, a specific way, a way that can help you to learn better, to elaborate better, to become more competent, and to be able to express and do, you know. And so, what are we talking about here? What is the difference between a nerd and an intellectual? Okay, an intellectual is really, so again, a nerd is somebody who's also intelligent, right? But they're shy, right? They're restricted, they're reserved, they're hesitant. You know what I mean? They might be, uh, yeah, like I said, hesitant. You know, they might be wanting to do something, but they're kind of like, I don't know. But that's just a stereotypical nerd, right? And then it also says a nerd is introverted. You know, it has some type of obsessive trait to them. You know, if they find something they like to read about, they'll be obsessed about reading it, and that's all they'll think of all day, every single day. And a lot of times that's not a bad thing, because a lot of times they have a stigma towards obsession, as if it's bad to be obsessed about good health, as if it's bad to be obsessed about reading, or is it bad to be obsessed about writing. Now here's one thing: balance is very important. Like I said, I come on this blog, I'm a student, so I'm giving you the point of view from a student's perspective. I'm not up here telling you anything. I'm up here, or excuse me, I'm not up here teaching you anything. I am giving a story. I'm telling you, I'm explaining, I'm articulating myself in a way that you can like grasp this knowledge or grasp this information and be able to use it for whatever it is that you use it for, and making sure that what I'm saying out of my mouth is something that's, you know, not only organic, but it's something that is you can use. You know what I mean? It's of value, right, within the tech field. But yeah, you know, like I said, man, good health is important. Um, it really is. But I came up here to make this vlog, and like I said, I do have an Amazon list, and I have a most wanted. There are a couple of things up there, and if you guys could really click that button, and you can go to my store, my shop, my list, and get any one of those things on the most wanted list, that would help. Like I said, I gotta keep making these videos, not only for me to watch, for other people who need to watch this and or want to watch this to watch. If you want to, I do care about everything, right? I care about everything. So I have likes, I have comments, I have a subscription button. Y'all can click on those things and just start clicking away. Um, that is, you know, it comes at no cost. That helps get me in the algorithm. It helps keep getting this, you know, going. This train I have, man, I'm loading it up with all the fuel that I can before I come back out, because I want to make sure that I'm giving nutritional content, like something that has nutritional value. So when you listen to it, you know what I'm saying, you might, hey, I don't know, you can do something with it, you know. And yes, we would definitely be coming with structured, more structured content. You know what I mean? Like looking in the table of contents and going down that list, you know, talking about communication, assertive communication, and you know, EMIs or ESDs, you know, electrostatic discharges, or you know, stuff like that, interference. I'm gonna go down the list and be very organized. So when I come up here and talk about it, we can be professional about it, and we can just be, you know, talking as, like I said, I'm a student. I'm a student of cybersecurity. I really find it is important to learn cybersecurity based off the things that I've actually experienced in my own life. Now, that's one thing I do have to say. I see it is a necessity. I've had some couple of things that have happened to me, strange things, things that I think that aren't supposed to happen. It's like, you know how if you don't know something, somebody's able to exploit that. Kind of like illegally, kind of. Hey, I don't know. I'm sure there's cyber laws. I'm sure there's laws. And number one, there's universal laws, right? You know what I mean? That's number one. There are universal laws. Okay? So let's get that out there. When you start to commit to certain actions, you become a certain thing, right? So, there's higher planes and there's lower planes, right? So you really want to be ethical, or you really just want to be careful about how you uh, pursue the internet, because a lot of the times these people that are doing these things, um, whether they realize it or not, laws apply to you. Like they do. You know what I mean? And I don't believe in just words, but I also believe in what is, the existence of things beyond our wordplay, beyond the things that we just say out of our mouths. Like, there's a such thing as gravity, right? You know what I mean? That is, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, be mindful of the things that you do, not only to yourself, but to other people. Even thinking it, be careful with that. So, you know, I'm not sitting here trying to convince you of anything, but I'm just trying to give you nutritional value. And I'm gonna go back to saying, what is the difference between a nerd and an intellectual? All right, let's go hop to intellectual. What is an intellectual, right? Okay, what does it mean to be intelligent? To be able to consume knowledge and be able to apply it, right? And to acquire whatever it is that we desire from it, to achieve things with that knowledge, the acquiescence or the acquisition of whatever it is that our desires were to acquire or to gain or to get, with this knowledge. We're able to apply it and use it as leverage for whatever it is that we want. I might learn something about, we're going to say in the tech. This is tech. Auto mechanics. That's tech too, by the way. Auto mechanics. I wanted to learn how to. I was on the side of the road one day, and because I didn't practice preventative maintenance, I had to learn the hard way, right? So let's practice preventative maintenance. Let's read how to change our tires. What are lug nuts? What are lug wrenches? What is a pipe and a wrench? What does that do? What is leverage? What is torque? Torque. What is torque and what is torque spec? So these are the things that you would like to research and learn about. So when you apply it, you know what I mean. Your level of intelligence will increase. So intellectuals do a lot of researching. You know what I mean. They do a lot of research and applying the knowledge, and they're very confident about themselves. They don't have any type of ability not to overcome something, because when they find that they have a weakness or a flaw, they either go get some help or they work on themselves, and that's getting help as well. They work on themselves, they improve themselves. A lot of the times, these people already know who they are. They're not timid about anything. They know what they want. They go get what they want. They hunt what they want, and they acquire it. If they don't acquire it, they keep trying. They have a goal. They have an agenda. And they plan everything out. So that's my description of an intellectual, right? In comparisons to the nerd. But like at the end of the day, we are all individuals. We are all unique within our own nature, and once you realize who you are and what you are, and you're content with that, you can either change or you can stay the same. That is your choice. So cybersecurity is about cybersecurity, but a lot of the times people aren't really posting stuff like this. I've been searching, researching, been looking for certain vlogs, but the vlogs are not like this. I like creating my vlogs like this just to give a one-on-one, not like a consultation or anything, but just give a one-on-one about my insights of what I'm reading about cybersecurity, or what I'm reading about what cybersecurity includes and entails, or includes. Like I said, when I was reading my cybersecurity book and I was in the front of it, it said to read A plus network and ITF plus. So that's what I went back to. I went back to A plus. I'm gonna go to network next, and then I'll start back on cybersecurity. That book specifically, and we can talk about anything. And my thing is, let's say we're talking about malware. And we need to talk about, let's say we need to talk about some type of software firmware, the BIOS or something like that. Or we're talking about malware, and we need to talk about what it did to our computer and how it did that to our computer on a hardware level. Now you're going back to A plus. You learn about the components on the motherboard, and you learn about everything that's up there. From the CPU to the GPU, the networks card, or whatever else you can think about. They might even talk about what the motherboard's made of, or they might talk about the different types of motherboards. Oh man. Okay, y'all. But yeah, I'll be back with another video. Like I said, man, I got some links in the descriptions, links in my bios. Click them. Man, you can. There's a tech contribution. You can add some contribution if you want to. Like I said, man, I'm growing this channel. I'm gonna get it popping soon. Taking my time. I'm learning and taking my time still, no matter what. You know what I mean? Slow and easy. Smooth and slow, and that's how I'm trying to get it. So. Click the links in the description, click the links in the bio, and stay tuned because I'm coming back with more. Peace.